Hello, hello, everybody. How are we doing? All right, let me go ahead and remember this time to mirror. Happy Thursday, guys. How are you? If you see me glistening, it is because we are officially in Christmas mode. And so I have all the glitter and all the stuff that comes along with that when we're designing this time of year. So don't be surprised if you see little sparkles all over the place, and in total transparency that it's like glitter trails. No matter how much you sweep and how much you clean up, the glitter trails are there. So, thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate that. So, we are going to be designing a really classy looking Christmas grapevine today. I have been itching to use this ribbon. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I've got the 4-inch deluxe in here, and I have been wanting to use this a lot. Hey, Kim. How are you? Hey, Connie. Hey, guys. I've been wanting to use the 4-inch, and like I always say, a dab will do you, so I just needed a couple of loops, and then I got to use this deluxe ribbon, and then I just combined it with a little 1-inch glitter ribbon, and it is really showing off, isn't it? So, 'tis the season, fa la 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 la, here we are. Hey, over there on Book of Faces, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead, most of you know me, but I'm going to say if you are over here on the Book of Faces and you're watching, you may be seeing the replay. If you will do me a favor and put hashtag replay, and if you have any comments, any concerns, any questions, if you put that in the comments, I always go back and watch and I'll answer those for you. Over here on TikTok, you know the deal. You know how we work on this platform. I'll try to catch your comments. If I don't, just know there's a lot going on. It's not on purpose that I'm not talking to you. It's just that I didn't see it. So give me a little bit and then ask again, because there's a little bit of delay when we're live in the actual comments you say and then me actually seeing it on my screen. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the shares. I see all that love. Hey, Cindy, Kim, thank you for the shares. Connie, Claudia, all the love that I'm seeing over here. I really do appreciate it a whole lot. So my name is Misty. I am the owner and designer of Little Luxuries. You're going to hear me say that throughout the live as new people pop in and out, so that they know who I am and what I do. I love to make home decor, all the things, but as you guys already know by now, if you're not new to me, you know that I absolutely love making grapevines. And so that's what we're going to be working on today. It's a Christmas grapevine, because now is the time for us that are on business or in business as wreath makers. It's our time to do that. We have to get ready for the season. And so you're going to notice that a lot of us will be working on things for the holidays. Hey, Sharon. Thank you so much, Claudia. I appreciate that. And Claudia, you are free to pin. And Claudia is one of my wonderful moderators, and I appreciate her so much. So throughout the live, when appropriate, if you feel like pinning something, please do so. And thank you for your help with that. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Sally. Big prayers for you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Justin. You love that bow. Boy, look at that deluxe ribbon in there showing off. Don't we just love deluxe ribbon, guys? Is that not where it's at? I'm telling you. All right. So I'm going to be showing you some things in a minute. I'm going to give it some time for some more folks to get in here, but in a little bit. Thank you. Remind me, I'll be showing you some stuff, a little sneak peek of some stuff that I have going on. I'm still all about the 4-inch too. I'm telling you, guys, if you're not using the 4-inch ribbon, please don't sleep on it. And I know it can be a little bit intimidating, but guys, look at what a statement piece these ribbons can make in your designs. They are gorgeous. And listen, if you're starting out, this ribbon line is the wire is fantastic. This is comparable to a luxury style ribbon, but at a much more reasonable cookie cost. Okay, so just be mindful of that. If you are starting out, to please put your hands on these. Don't be scared. And with the 4-inch, start with something small. Start with maybe one loop or something. You don't need a ton of this to make a statement in your designs. It is an incredible ribbon. And I tell the truth. I tell it like it is. You guys have heard me use some stuff on my lives before, and I'm like, I don't really love this. This stuff I do love. Hey, Tammy, how are you? So, definitely, definitely, definitely put your hands on that deluxe ribbon. And it doesn't have to be the 4-inch. I mean, there's all, you can see this is 2.5 inch right here. So use it. It is a phenomenal ribbon. All right, there was my little spiel. Let's get started on building this grapevine. You guys already know the deal. You know that one of my favorite picks, and you will see me use this so many times throughout the season. So if you don't like it, sorry. But this is one of my favorite Christmas picks. And guys, majority of the time, if I'm making something for the holidays, I'm using this pick. And I'm not sorry for it. It's a great one. It's a great base to use to fill your base in and have the different textures. I wish you guys could see what I could see right now. I see 2 hummingbirds right out my window. I have a hummingbird feeder. I love them. And they're actually not fighting. They're eating together, which if you know anything about hummingbirds, is very uncommon. They're very territorial. So I am literally watching 2 hummingbirds eat right now. It's beautiful here. It is like fall. I'm so like hesitant to say that because we might be having that fake fall stuff, but it's gorgeous today. So yeah. Oh, Sharon, you did. I'm so excited. Yes. I'm going to show a sneak peek here in just a little bit of some of the stuff from that kit. And if you don't know what Miss Sharon's talking about, I am so fortunate to be going to Golden, Mississippi, not this weekend, but the next weekend. And I'm going to be part of their 4th quarter kickoff event. And I designed my very first wreath kit with them. And you'll be able to design alongside with me if you like. And the beauty of that kit is I'm not just making a wreath. That day I am making a wreath. But after the event, I'm going to show you how to use the leftover stuff, the leftover supplies from that wreath kit to make even more. So I know it's an investment to buy a kit, but you're going to get more than a wreath with that project. So thank you so much for all of you that are have supported me and bought those kits. If you haven't gotten one, you better get one, and you can use code MISTY20, MISTY20, to get 20% off that order. So thank you. I'm excited. Well, I can't open it. See, what had happened was, Kim, I have opened it, and I would love to show you everything in the kit, but I'm not allowed. I am allowed to give sneak peeks of stuff that's in there, so you will definitely see a sneak peek of some of the stuff. I wish I could show you the whole kit because, and I know this sounds like boastful, and I don't mean to sound boastful because I put it together. It really is beautiful. It is so pretty, guys. And I had to actually pick this stuff out without being able to see or touch, and you guys know that is so tough. Hey, Kim is asking a great question, and I appreciate that. Welcome in, Kim. She's over on the Book of Faces. If you would like to join the Pearl membership group, you can go to littleluxuriesnc.com, and there is a way to sign up there. It is 15 cookies a month. It is literally the cost of a Chick-fil-A lunch for the entire month. And I'm going to tell you that the information that you get in there is amazing. You're among amazing people. I mean, that is an incredible group. I am honored to have them in the Pearl Circle, and they teach me as much as I teach them. So if you're interested, that's how you do it, littleluxuriesnc.com, and the doors are open to you. The only thing we don't tolerate is drama and nonsense. So please reach out if you have questions about that too. If you're on TikTok, you know the deal. You can click on my picture. There is a link there for all of the information. So all right, let's move on along. And I get to hug many of my friends next on September the 7th. Well, actually, it'll be the 6th. That's Saturday. TMI Gifts is opening up the store. And you guys know what? So many of my sweet friends are making that trip to go to Mississippi. And I'm just going to squeeze them and hug them. I can't wait. So, and if you can't make it, I'm going to virtually squeeze and hug you, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. So just know that I'm very, very excited. Well, hello. How is everybody? Yep, Claudia's got that information pinned there. And we have a great time over there in the group. I will tell you, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right up front, because I get a lot of questions about this. And since somebody has asked how to join, I want to let you know something. We don't meet on a social media platform, and that's on purpose. There's absolutely nothing wrong with groups that do that. Majority of them do, and that is fantastic. I'm so glad that it works well. I don't like to do any part of my business to be dependent on a social media platform. So I literally pay for a platform for us to be on that is off of all the social media pages, and we meet via Zoom so we can talk to each other, interact with each other, and totally make sure your questions are answered, make sure that you are getting what you want out of the group. We do live Q&A sessions where you can ask me things. A lot of the folks in there are business owners, and some of them, it's a side hustle, and that's fine. For some, they want to turn this into a full-time business. So we talk a lot about business in there. We talk a lot about ETSY. I don't mind telling you that I am very, very successful on that platform, and I know the ins and outs of it. I know the ins and outs of that platform, so I can give you advice. I can't do the work for you. I can tell you what you need to do, but we talk a lot about that on there. And we have also designing. So for instance, this past Tuesday was our design session, and we, thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. We designed with finials, with a finial ornament, and we talked about different ways to attach them to a swag, and then just talked about the options with that. So we have a great time in there. Hey, come and check it out. And if it's not for you, it was 15 cookies, and you can always decide it just wasn't for you. But I think that you're going to be pleased. I think that you will really, really enjoy being in there. I love my pearls. I really do. They're a phenomenal group. So, hey, Teeny, how are you? How are you? But any questions that you don't want to ask here, listen, you can ask me in a message. You can email me, and I'm happy to help you, okay? All right, Kim. Yes, ma'am. That is it. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll be there for you. What's that? I'll be there. I won't quit my day job. Don't worry. But truly, I will be happy to help. So, what is everybody up to? I feel the love. I feel the love. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you now that if you are not coming to TMI Gifts, you still need to tune in. You need to watch all those videos. Let me just tell you, we got some fun stuff. You're liable to see us be very silly with each other. I am going to be, thank you so much. Hey, Janie. I am going to be among some fantastic designers. I'm going to be with Lindsay, Cara, and also Kayla. And I am honored to design alongside them. You guys know them in this community already. They are phenomenal, but we have some shenanigans that's going to be going on. Plus the people that are coming to be there. It's going to be a good time. So even if you can't be there with us physically, I would tell you that anytime you see that live button go on and there's something going on with one of the designers that's there or on TMI Gifts page, if I were you, I would tune in and see what's happening, because you're liable to see us being very silly. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait. So our weather here, like I was talking about earlier, we truly are in North Carolina, because I'm in a little town in North Carolina. We're having fall. And I am not even kidding. Even the leaves, guys, have a little change in color. Nothing crazy, but like a little change of color here. And I am here for it. You guys know this is my favorite time of year. So I am so hopeful that this is not fake fall, because we do have that in North Carolina. You guys have heard me talk about that, where, you know, it's all cool and everything for a couple weeks, and then you're back to like 100 degrees and 100% humidity. I'm hoping that's not the case, but we will see. I hope it stays like this, and I hope that we have a beautiful fall. A lot of times we get a lot of the pretty colors. It's a wonderful time to visit the state of North Carolina for fall. So if you have that on your list to come to North Carolina or visit the North Carolina mountains, I will tell you that fall is a beautiful time of year to do so. Where is everybody watching from? Let's do roll call. We got a lot of people in here right now. So tell me your state. Where are you watching from? You guys know that's something that I do on almost every single one of my lives. I like to know how this platform connects every single one of us. I love to see the states in here. North Carolina, Indiana, Nashville, Tennessee, Ohio. Yes, I said it twice because there's 2 in here from Ohio. I love that about this platform. It can span us all the way from California to the Carolinas, and I love that. I have met so many amazing people and amazing designers through these platforms. Tennessee in the house, North Carolina, again, Ohio. There's a lot of you in Ohio. There's a lot of wreath makers in Ohio. I have come to notice there's a lot of you. East Tennessee, and a lot of Tennessees too. I'm here for it. Utah, Jessie says. Utah in the house. Don't y'all love that? Texas, yes ma'am, Miss Janie. I bet it's still hot there. Swipe myself right off. Southern. I'm laughing. My friend Angela and I have this bad habit. No, I cannot throw that away. We have this really bad habit when we're in lives that we swipe out of people's lives and we don't mean to. So that's what just happened to her. Kentucky. All right. I see that. Hey, thank you over there on the Book of Faces. Hey, Miss Teresa. I see you and Pat's Precious Wreaths. Thanks so much for tuning in. Guys, I'm streaming from 2 of my favorite platforms. I'm on the Book of Faces at the same time that I am on TikTok. So you will see me kind of look at both places to talk to friends. That is what I'm doing. So thank you so much for tuning in and being here. I appreciate it. We are making a Christmas grapevine. Kim's kit just got delivered, people. I'll be showing you a sneak peek of a little bit that's in that kit. So stick around. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. So obviously, if you got the kit, you get to look in there and see. But hey, Miss Laurel. Hey, my sweet friend. How you doing? I ate a glue streak. Oh, have y'all ever done that? Whew. I literally did. Look, it's hooked around me. Good gracious. What in the world, y'all? That glue is wild. Plus, let me just tell you something. I need to clean my glue pot. All right, I hadn't had time. Total transparency. I need to clean that sucker up. It's kind of got Halloween glitter in it, Christmas glitter in it, and all the things. So yeah, I don't recommend eating it either. It's weird. But here's the deal. I should clean that sucker out. It's getting more and more messed up. I don't have time. It's good to see you too. Hey, Yolanda. How are you guys? You're at your, yep. Good. Glad you're resting. Glad you were resting. But yeah, so I just ate glue. Do you guys clean your glue pots? I need to. I really do need to. It's a thing. Oh, that was funny though. And then I turned around and I had glue wrapped all the way around me. All the way around me. Oh well, it happens, doesn't it? Such is life. And then I actually, when I clean my glue pot, I do it a little bit different. You have to be so careful. I'm serious. Like, I took a moment to look you in the eyes. When you're cleaning your glue pot, you have to be so careful, friends. How I do it, and there are lots of ways that you can do it. Last year after Christmas, trying to remove the glitter. Yeah, the glitter. That's right, Timmy. Everybody's saying, glitter and stuff from your glue pots. Well, here's the other thing, and then I'll get back to my story. I also, you know how on some of the end of the picks, especially like the Halloween picks, there's that little piece of paper. Well, sometimes when you're dipping in your glue, like that gets on in the glue pot a little bit, no matter how careful you are to try to get it off. So I got to make the effort. I'm going to have to make that happen, seriously. But anyway, so how I clean my glue pot is I get it piping hot. Probably not the safest thing. And like you take a baking dish and you can make aluminum foil go up so that nothing will seep out, I literally, with gloves on my hands and very careful, I tilt up my glue pot and let all of that hot glue go into the aluminum foil. And that is how I clean out my glue pot. Then I cut my glue pot off. I let it cool completely down. And once it's cool, you know, I will wipe out the residual stuff in the glue pot. But you got to be careful because, as you guys know, that stuff, I mean, it burns. It hurts so incredibly bad. I have a glue burn on my hand. I mean, I've got one on my arm. This is not a joke. Right here and right here, I've got one healing. I mean, that glue is so hot. So when you're doing that, friends, please, please be careful because it'll scar you. I mean, it's dangerous. So, but I need to do it. I don't have an excuse. I'm going to have to get it done. I think that's contributing to more of my glue strings and all the things because it's getting caught on that. So thank you so much for being here and watching. For those of you just coming in, my name is Misty. I am the owner and designer of Little Luxuries. I have been in a full-time business as a wreath designer since November 1st of 2022. My business started during, you know, the pandemic. So I was literally on my screened-in porch. I had been furloughed from my position in the dental world. And I was like, how in the world am I going to provide meaningful income for my family? And the vision of Little Luxuries was born right out there on one of my favorite places in a hammock on my screened-in porch. And so I traded in floss for florals, as I always say, and I haven't looked back. I have not looked back, and I absolutely love it. Love it. There was a video. You know how TikTok will give you like a look back, and it's like years ago or whatever from your old videos? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Hey, Pam, how are you? And it'll show you like years back your memories of the videos you've posted. And I literally just posted one. I believe it was yesterday, y'all. You can go and look at my page. But it was from a few years back. I was in the other room. I had a Cricut beside me. I had a metal wreath stand. My wreath was pitiful. If y'all go and watch that video, you can definitely see that if you keep up with it, you'll get better with your designs, because that wreath, oh gosh. And I had it hanging, y'all, on my entertainment center. That is where I hung it for one of the video parts, which I don't do anymore, obviously. That wasn't smart. But I look back at that, and I don't know if you guys ever do this. If you look back at those videos and you're just thankful. I am so incredibly thankful for how far I've come, for the good Lord blessing the work of my hands, and just, I think that it's so cool to see that in other creators. I know that I love taking a look back at some of what I call the OGs that's been doing this for a while. Y'all know, somebody you look up to or that's a mentor, and they'll give you a look back at where they started. And so many of them, even though they have like huge followings and all of the things now, they started on their dining room table with a dream and a will to do it. And that is so inspirational to me. I just love that. So I always want to remember where I came from. And I always want to reflect back on that and just be so, so incredibly thankful. So I encourage you, if you've got those looks back or look back videos from time past and you've been doing this for a little while, take time to watch them and just look at it. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. But take time to look at it and just reflect back, because so often, here's a pearl. For those of you who don't know, I call like wisdom or insight that I give little pearls, hence the name, the Pearl Circle. But if you do that, it'll help you, because here's what I have found that we do. We spend so much time, I have been guilty myself of being like, ooh, I wonder what it's like here, or what it's like 10 years from now, or I've got this goal, and I've got this, ooh, I did that, oh, I reached 100 sales in my Etsy, or whatever that looks like for you, ETSY. But we don't bask in the moment of where we are, what we've accomplished. And we're just moving right on along to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And take the time, I encourage you guys, take the time in those moments to just be like, wow, I've done it. I've accomplished some stuff. And just be really thankful for where you are in the moment. And let that bring you joy. Instead of always thinking like, what's next? What am I going to do now? So, well, hello, Greg from Alabama. How are you? That's the best Pearl. Well, thank you, friend. I really do mean it. Reflection is important, and being thankful for where you are now. I think it's a very important part of the journey. I think I should follow my own advice, and I should definitely do that more often. So, anyway, I'm doing great. I am doing great. We were just chit-chatting about how it's good to take a look back at where you started and where you are now and being thankful. So, that's what we were talking about. I cannot believe I'm traveling in a little over a week. So, Labor Day's coming up. Do some of you have it off? I know a lot of places you get the day off. Do you have plans for the Labor Day? Any of you going anywhere special? I am actually going to be working super hard to get to a good place where I can travel to Mississippi. So I am going to be busy. I am not traveling as a result. But I know some folks, like it's their last hurrah at the lake and all the things. So it's that time of year where we're kind of saying goodbye to summer. Just kidding. Y'all know I love fall, so I'm all about it. But for you summer lovers, I'm sorry. You get so caught up in moving forward, you forget how much you've already accomplished. It's true. Kim, we are all guilty of that. Hey, Belinda, how are you? I think we're all guilty of that sometimes. And you guys that know me and that have been watching for a while, and those of you who are my friends, you know I'm very goal-oriented. Like, I always like to set goals. I always like to think about what I'm going to do in the future. And sometimes you just don't think about right now. You don't focus enough on what you got going on right now. Summer never oh, I know it. Janie, summer doesn't leave Texas. Friend, it does not. And you know, shifting gears just a little bit, my favorite time to visit Florida is in December. Like, it is way too hot for me otherwise. And I'm not a summer person. I'm truly not. I'm sorry for those of you who are, but I am totally a fall chick. Fall. That is more of my jam. I like to get out there on that screening porch that you see me looking out the window to. I like to get out there, enjoy coffee, enjoy my rocking chair, and not sweat and worry about humidity. So my time of year is coming up for sure. That is for sure. I don't see how some of you guys do it in Texas and stuff like that. Those temperatures are brutal. They really are. And I guess we're ramping up. Yeah, I know Kim. Kim says she is team summer. I know you are, girl. I do think about you. Like, I'll post something for fall, and I think about Kim sometimes. I'm like, well, Kim's little summer season's over. Almost. So, but that's all right. It'll be back. It'll be back before we know it. As fast as time goes, y'all already know that we'll be through fall and Christmas and all of that and back to summer before we blink twice. That's how fast time goes. So that is just the way that it is. Y'all know I adjust these ribbon tails a lot. No baby pool. I know, girl. I know you'll have to put the baby pool away till next year. Oh gosh, when I was younger, I had one of them little baby pools. I love that thing. That's a really good memory for me. I'd get out there, my mama would fill that up. We had the best time. I thought I was something out there. Lord knows we couldn't afford like a swimming pool. But we had a good time in that little baby pool. It was lots of fun. Did y'all have that growing up? You know, the little plastic pools. I know Kim still uses hers. But the plastic pools and stuff that you get, they kind of got fancy now. When I was growing up, it was basically just, well, hard plastic. That's what it was. And if you were really lucky, it's like a picture of a turtle or something on the bottom of it. But it was just blue hard plastic. That was it. Now there's all kinds of fancy. You had the local creek. I hear you on that. We had that too, sir. We sure did. We had the local creek, and we are fortunate enough, my husband and I have some property, so we have a creek behind the house. Diamond has the plastic one. I know Diamond loves that. Diamond is Kim's puppers. For those of you who don't know, Diamond is gorgeous puppers too. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We're literally going at snakes. Yep. Gotta watch out for those. If I'm running, you should run too. You definitely gotta watch out for those. That is for sure, friends. There is no joke with that. They are definitely there. That is their home. So I'm always like watching for sure when it comes to being in the creeks and all of that. Got to be careful. All right, so I know this is not the so fun part of filling in a wreath, but it is necessary. I'm literally just building out this greenery, but isn't it looking pretty? This will be a traditional classic looking. I know it's a wonder. That's the truth too. It is a wonder we didn't get hurt. And the things now that we did as a kid then, kids can't do that now. I mean, they really can't. We would go out, and I know I'm speaking to a lot of you, but we would go out and you knew to be home when the street lights came on. And we rode bicycles, and we drank out of the water spigots and the water hoses, and we ran barefooted, and we did all the things. But you know what? That was fun. And that is something that young people now, obviously the world has changed so much. Hey, Trisha. Hey, girl. The world has changed so much that it's really sad that they can't do that. It's really kind of sad they can't do that. But we had so much fun growing up being able to do that. And we played hopscotch. I don't know if any of you guys did that, but Mom would buy some of the sidewalk chalk, and we'd go out there and we'd draw the stuff for hopscotch, and we would jump rope. Just fun stuff. As you guys can tell, I am Southern, so in the South, I mean, we were outside all the time, y'all. So, and we had to survive outside, honey. You didn't come home until it was time to come home. And if you came in early, you better really have an issue. That's exactly right, Kim. That is how it was at my house, too. Hey, y'all. Hey, for those of you just joining. Thank you for the heart me, and thank you for the follows today and the likes. I appreciate it so much. And the shares. Exactly. Street lights come on and they go home. Exactly. That's what you did. I'm telling you, Beth. That's how it was. But you know what? Those are some of the sweetest memories that I have. And sometimes I just reflect back. And I thought, you know what? Those were the days. I didn't realize it then. But those were sweet, sweet memories that I will hold forever. So I'm glad that I grew up in a time and generation. Lightning bugs and June bugs. Who are you telling? Oh my word. We have them here, and at night I love to watch them. They come out, and I just have the most fondest memories of that. And we would put, like, in a pickle jar or something that was emptied out, we would put holes in the top of it with a little few pieces of grass or whatever and catch those things. Now, Lord knows they didn't live through the night, but we had fun. We had a lot of fun. So I'm just saying. I'm from North Carolina. I'm from a small town in North Carolina. But I was originally born in Virginia, in an itty bitty town in Virginia. I grew up on a cow farm. And then we moved to North Carolina after my 6th grade year. So North Carolina is home for me, for sure. But that's where my Southern accent is from. I'm originally from Virginia. So, but I love it. I love the South. I love the hospitality in the South. It's not fake. I live in an area where if you're really from this area or you're Southern, I mean, that hospitality, you just can't beat it. You really just can't beat it. We wave at people off the front porch. We say hello in the grocery store. We have conversations and look people in the eye. So it's just really nice. It's just really nice. My mom locked us out so she could watch soap operas. I'm laughing because, like sands in the hourglass, these are the days of our lives. My mom loved that. We were just talking about that the other day. Hi, Shira. You don't even lock your door. See, there are still some areas like that where, no, we do. We obviously do, and all the things. But, man, those were good times. Those were good times. And just like call waiting was a big deal, I remember having a landline phone. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. My sister's older than me. I'm the baby of 5, y'all. 5 kids, and I'm the youngest. And we would argue over who was going to leave the message on the answering machine. Y'all remember you used to call somebody's house on a landline and you got an answering machine. And man, it was a big deal if you got to leave the message on the answering machine. So, anyway, just sweet, sweet memories. Hey, Sarah. You was hooked on General Hospital. Yep, yes, all of those. But it's just hilarious. My, how times have changed. And some of it's okay for the good, but majority of it is not. And I tell you, those good old days were just that. They were good old days. And, I mean, I truly remember getting call waiting. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Wasn't supposed to be on the telephone. Gonna be honest with you. Sneaking up on that phone. I was already supposed to be in the bed. And I'd have that phone in there. And I'd be like, hold on. I got a call. And you'd push the little clicker down thing. I mean, I thought I was something with some call waiting. Then I'd get in trouble. I'd get caught sometimes. Mom would be like, I know you's in here on the phone. The cord's under your door. And I heard you. So I'd get grounded. I'd get in trouble. Oh, my goodness. Young and the Restless was always on your TV. Yes, girl, I'm telling you, Sarah, them soap operas. Listen, my mom took that very serious. Who are you telling? But yes, it's just stuff like that was a lot of fun. We prank called, I'm not gonna lie, like, I know it'll shock some of y'all, but I was a little mischievous. But we would prank call and do all the things, you know? It was a lot of fun. It really was. So anyway, and then sometimes on call waiting, you know, if you had a crush on a boy or something, your friend would be like, well, I'll call him up. And you talk that way or something like that. Silly mess. You look back though, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, for those of you just hopping in, my name is Misty. I am the owner and designer of Little Luxuries. I love to make all things home decor. Today, I'm making a Christmas grapevine wreath. That's what we're doing today. Thank you so much for being a part of my live. I'm live every Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I appreciate you giving up some of your time today and hanging out with me. You got out of school at 12 senior year, got hooked, 1980. Yes! And listen, let me tell you guys, it just seems like it was yesterday. It just seems like it was yesterday. So, I get it, y'all. Time goes fast. But you know what? Nobody can ever take those memories from us. Time may change. We may not have landline phones anymore, and things may look different. But those memories that we have, guys, nobody can take them from us. And so I tell my nieces and nephews now about stuff, and they're like, Aunt Misty, that's how that was? And I'm like, yes, it was. And this is what we did. And they're just intrigued, and they're shocked. And I mean, like, it's just really funny to see them say, well, I cannot believe that things were that way. And that's when, you know, you're getting a little wiser too, is when they don't know about stuff. You know, when you talk about calling into the radio station and requesting a song and then waiting there by your big stereo with two fingers to push down the record button for the DJ to play your favorite song, and you're recording on the cassette tape and they're looking at you like, what? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at that point you have arrived. Well, hello, Maria. How are you? You doing okay? We're just chit-chatting in here about the good old days. I'm making a Christmas wreath, and we're just talking away. Thank you for that hashtag. I appreciate it so much. Miss Connie, you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well, honey. I am too. I've been super busy, but that's a good thing. That's a good issue to have. That's what I always remind myself too when I start to feel overwhelmed. I'm like, hey, being busy is a good situation to have. So You remember taping TV shows so you could listen to them later. I do too. I do too, Sharon. Yes, we couldn't afford to buy the cassette, so we record. Yes, Kim, it's so true. Like, for real. I remember every bit of that. Here's one too. On special occasions, like special treats, if I did really good on a report card or just something we were celebrating or something, we got to go to Blockbuster Video, and I'd get to pick out a VHS tape, and we'd have pizza or something. That was a huge deal at our house. Like, that was a big treat to be able to go to like Blockbuster, rent a movie, and have pizza or something. Like, that was so much fun. We didn't do it too often, but oh man. And I look back now at the movies and I have to laugh because it's just changed so much now, you know. But back then it was Be Kind Rewind. Oh my gosh. Do you know, Sarah, what you just made me think about? On the VHSs, you know, you did have to rewind, and they started charging you like $0.25 or something if you didn't rewind them. We had one of the car rewinders, like the hood lifted up to the car, and that's where you put your VHS tape and you close the hood of the car and it would rewind the... Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought about that in years, girl. You just made me think about that. But yep, Be Kind Rewind. My kid's like, yes, I loved Blockbuster. Rented the VHS player. I understand that. We did that in the beginning. And now, I'm going to tell you what, that was a big deal when we got one of those. I want to say somebody got that from Mom. It might have even been like a Christmas present or something. But like, that was huge. To get that as a gift, we were like stoked. I'm telling you right now, we were so excited. And guys, do you remember when you wanted to record something, you had the camcorder? And I mean, you had to like truck that sucker. It weighed a lot and it was huge. Do y'all remember that? Like, I don't even know how people carried it around. And if you had one of them in your house, you were something. My sister had one, and I remember I was like, whoa, what is that? Isn't that funny how times change? Is that not hilarious to like look back and think about that? To me, Jessie, yes. Sarah, yep, same. And then I remember my brother, he is the oldest of our family out of the siblings, and he's a Marine, was a Marine, and he went away. He came back and he had a car phone. Now y'all, we're not talking about our phones today. I'm talking about like a zip up bag that you had to unzip, and you pulled this big device out and you pulled the antenna up, and I thought he was the coolest thing ever. And I remember telling everybody at school, like, my brother has a car phone. It's just so comical now. It really is so comical now. And my goodness, how times have changed, friends. All the first, it was about bigger, better. Now the smaller. It is the better. Claudia, you got that right, sister. You know what? We were having the time of our life and didn't even realize it. So, I remember those, Lori. I remember Magnum P.I. Yes, girl. Just talking to you guys about it on this live. It's sweet. It's bittersweet, you know. Just those memories. Oh, my goodness. But those were great times, friends. They were great times. I will never forget them. I will never forget them. I'm glad I was in the generation to have all that. And like I said, I can't help but be a little sad for the generation now that'll never know. They just don't know. So, I know. And now they're so inexpensive. You are so right. It's like, what in the world? But I'm going to tell you, at the time, no. And then, of course, we've talked about this on here before too, but, oh, I got me a job in high school, and I got me a pager. Anybody in here have those pagers? Because I did. And I thought I was something. Then, if somebody did page you, you had to go to the payphone to call back. You had a phone. You had a pager, but didn't have a phone. Now, y'all make that make sense. What were we doing? What were we? We thought we were cool. We couldn't even call somebody back if they paged us. Lord have mercy. And I had special, you know, you had your special codes you put in for your friends and all that. Had a pager too. See, I see y'all in the chat. Y'all have pagers, see? All you guys. All of you did. And I don't know what. Then you had to spend I don't even remember what it cost to do like a pay phone call. But you had to do that to pay for the phone call on the pay phone. I'm like, good gracious. You know, I wasn't the brightest kid on the bunch. Come on, let's be honest. What were we thinking, people? But we sure thought we were cool. That's for sure. Okay. All right, let me step back for a second. I kind of got the base built out in greenery. I've been chatting away. With y'all like I do every week. But I wouldn't change it for anything. I have fun talking on here to you guys. If you didn't answer someone back right, the relationship got questioned. And it didn't matter, Claudia. We lived in the country, so it didn't matter if you were near a cow field or way out in the country, and it took you a good minute to get somewhere to call back. That is so true, girl. That's funny. Well, why aren't you calling me back? It's been 5 minutes. Because I'm still 3 cow pastures and 4 stop signs away. Oh my gosh, that's great. That is great. All right, let's put some of this away. I may end up coming back and doing more with that. But I'm going to add in some other stuff here. I've got some other stuff I'm going to add in to jazz this up and make it pretty. I don't even know where I got this. I am not even kidding. But I do like it. It is a glittered eucalyptus spray, 29 inch. I have no idea where I got this, but y'all look. I think it's pretty. Look at that. That is gorgeous, right? Dang, I gotta look up where I got that. I don't have a clue. The cell phone is an addiction. Have you tested to see how many? Oh my gosh. Yes, I have. I really have. And when you start to look at stuff, do you guys have, it'll tell you how much time during the week you've had your phone on and what you've been doing? It's a problem. I mean, sometimes, honestly, which I will be real with you guys, I use my phone so much for business. I truly do. That's not an excuse. I really do. Like, I'm owed so much for business. But it's a lot of hours on the phone. A lot. Don't look. Yes, it is a reality check. I mean, it's hours out of a day that cell phone. Now, grant you, a lot of times I have lives on over here, or I'm talking to friends on it or whatever, and I know that counts as time, but I challenge you to look at that. Look at the amount of time you are on your phone. Ooh, friends. You're right, Claudia. It is. It's a reality check. And then I'm like, I'm missing it. I am missing it. You know, be present in the moment. And I'm like, I wasn't present for a lot of moments. I am missing the good stuff. So I look at that. I'm going to have to work with this. See, I tore that up, but now I've got these little twiggies. I don't know, I'll put them to the side. Maybe it should be a pearl challenge. Maybe it should, Kim. So, some of the folks in here in my pearl circle, and we do challenges, and they're fairly, I'm not going to say simple, because that would be a tell. It's a challenge. But we challenge each other to do stuff. That might be a good one. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Just like business owners, I'm going to have fun. You know what? I like that, Claudia. I actually think that's a really good idea. Claudia in the chat was saying that just like you have business hours, she's going to have phone hours. I like that. I like that a whole lot, guys. I really do. I know. Sarah, it would be most difficult for me. And here's the reason. Honestly, not making excuses. Because what Claudia is saying is so true. I'm serious. If you can do it, you need to do it. I do everything pretty much. If I had to put like a percentage, I would say probably at least 95% of my work is on my mobile device. I have a desktop. I use that. You guys know for our Pearl Circle, I'm on that for our business sessions and stuff. But majority of the time, I'm on that phone for business. So, man, oh man. Man, oh man. Hey, Ann, how are you? How are you? I'm doing good, Kimberly. I am designing a Christmas A traditional, classy looking Christmas wreath today is what we're making. And I am just chit-chatting. We're talking about days past, like the good old days. And we have been talking about now just technology and about how our phones, how much we're on our phones. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're not good, but trying. You're good, but I am good, but trying. Good. That's all that we can do is try. That's for sure. It's because of one of the challenges that I have looked where I'm glad to hear that, Claudia. And I can tell you some of this stuff in total transparency because you guys know I'm always real with you, right? You know that. And I hope you look to me for that. I do waste some time on there. I do. I waste some time on there. But I'm telling you, time is fleeting. And I don't just want to miss it with my face stuck on the cell phone. So that's a good point. It is. It's a very... These are beautiful, by the way. I don't know where I got these. I'm going to look up the SKU number. These are gorgeous. What you're seeing doesn't even reveal what these really look like. They're glittery, though. They are glittery, but they're really pretty. I'll have to look and see. That's another thing I need to do is probably write down. Now, I don't know that I'm going to... I don't know about these things. I don't know about that yet. I love them too. Hey, I don't mind sharing the SKU number with you guys. I really don't. I truly don't remember where I got them, but I'll share the SKU. The SKU number is 134160, and they are 29-inch glittered eucalyptus spray. I'll say it one more time. The SKU is 134160. I have no idea. You're from Canada. Welcome in, Canada. I have a good friend that resides in Canada. So welcome. Thank you for being here. They might have some, I think so, Claudia. I think they do have something similar at Michael's. And I don't know. I'm have to play around with these. I'm not saying I wouldn't use them, but I'll have to mess with them. And I'm not going to bore you guys doing that. Let me see. Clearly, I liked it. I got another one. I want one more piece right here of that. So I'm going to cut this one little piece to come off to the side here. But I really like these. They're pretty. And it's, Claudia came to the rescue. She looked it up. It is craft outlet, friends. So run, don't walk. It's a pretty one. And you know I'll tell you the truth. It really is. The color is gorgeous. So, there you go. Thank you so much, Claudia, for that information. It is craft outlet. They're pretty. And you get a pretty significant amount on there. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby. All right. Who's ready at least? We're not finished, but who wants a sneak peek? Who wants a sneak peek of part of the kit? Let me know. Let me know. Some of you have gotten a kit. For those of you who are on here and you don't know what I'm speaking about, I am doing an event with TMI Gifts. I'll be in Golden, Mississippi. Not this weekend, but the next. And we're doing a 4th quarter kickoff event. I'll be with Cara, Lindsay, and Kayla at TMI Gifts. And so, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. I did put the kit together. I am going to be biased. Hope you don't take it as boastful. It is beautiful. If you have not gotten a kit, it's not too late. They are selling. That is not to pressure you. I'm just being completely honest. They are selling. But the code MISTY, MISTY20, gets you 20% off of your kit. When I get back from TMI, we're going to do more with what's left over in the kit. So I'm going to show you some things to do with the extra ribbon, the extra greenery, and the things. So you're going to get more than a kit out of that, okay? Y'all, look at this. This is in the kit. All right, this is Allstate, by the way. If you know, you know. This is a great brand to use. Look at this bell. It is about the size of my hand. All right, so it's not too big. But we will be using this. I will be showing you that in this grapevine. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay? So definitely, definitely, this is a sneak peek of the bell. And like I said, it's an Allstate brand. Very, very nice. Very nice. So there's the bell. Ooh. Okay. And then I'm going to show you the ribbons. Here, y'all, I picked a deluxe to go with it. All right. It is going to be beautiful, truly. So here's your sneak peek. I got to show you the ribbons. So you got the ribbons and you got the bell right here. We're going to do, it's on an 18-inch grapevine with all the things. Guys, run to TMI Gifts and get your kit. I'm serious. It's going to be gorgeous, and I am going to show you more things than just the wreath to make, because I hear you guys. You get these kits and you've got stuff left over and you don't know what to do with it, and you've invested in a kit and you want to make more product. Okay, you want to make more product, so that's what we're going to do. But here's just a sneak peek. For those of you already who have gotten the kit, thank you so much. Really and truly, thank you so much. It seems like you guys support the heck out of me in whatever I do, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't thank you enough. Kim, thank you for that too. So, that's just a little sneak peek of the kit. It is so very pretty. So very pretty. All right, I am trying to decide. I'm going to put these in. All my crafty friends guess. I don't know what we're guessing, Kimberly, but thank you, Beth. Yeah, it is. It's cute. It really is. It is so cute. It turned out really well. And you guys, if you haven't before, when you pick out a kit, you got to think, I'm not in Golden, Mississippi. So it's kind of like learning how to look, really pay attention to the measurements on things, really looking at it closely to make sure that you're picking out something that is going to work out really well. So it was a challenge, but you know what? It turned out great. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you pinning that, Claudia. Who got one of your 3D printed Santa boots? I don't know. Who got one of your 3D printed Santa boots? Tell us. All right. I'm going to put this in here. We're playing on the pops of red there with the gold. I love this. I love this. I really do. I'm more of a traditional girl, so this is speaking to my heart. It's speaking to my heart for sure. What about you guys? How are you going to decorate this year? Are you going to do traditional? Are you going to do whimsy, gingerbread, snowman? What y'all got going on? We talk about it, but I need to know. I need to know. I missed the beginning. Will this be on? It will be on the Book of Faces, and then yes, eventually. Thank you so much, Mary, for saying that. It is on the tube. I do have that. If you are not following me there, please subscribe. It costs you $0, friends, but it helps me a lot. But yes, it will be. Give me a couple days and it will be on there for sure. It will be on there for sure. So, sage green, gold, and white, and maple. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. I have not had coffee, Kim. Can you imagine if I did? I'd be jacked up for sure. Miss Lori, oh, that's awesome. Miss Lori got one of those, Kimberly. That's awesome. She is the sweetest lady. Speaking of hugging somebody's neck, I cannot wait to hug Lori's neck at TMI Gifts. Y'all, she's the sweet. They're the sweetest ladies there. I have not met them and laid eyes on them yet, but yeah, Kim, if I would have had coffee and come on here, girl, you think I talk a lot now. Holy moly, I'd wear y'all out. I would wear y'all out. That is for sure. That sounds beautiful, Yashira. Love your bow. I want to make one as pretty for a wreath I'm making. You know what? You can do it. You can do it. And listen, don't let anybody shame you guys into using a bow maker. I worked in dentistry for many, many, many years. My hands are tired. They hurt and they ache. And I need my bow maker to hold my ribbons. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You do not have to hand tie your bows. Could I? Yes. Am I going to? No, I'm not. I want that bow maker to hold my ribbons. There's no shame in it. And I made this off my bow maker. So yeah, you can do it. Hey, Angela. Hey, girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wore you out lesson. Just kidding. Nuh-uh. I did not. I did not. All right, let's put this over. Don't forget, I always tell you guys, I give you a little tip. Don't forget over near your bow to make sure that you got stuff going on underneath those tails and stuff. Make sure, friends. Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. It's so much fun. For those of you who haven't hit the live button, I would be remiss if I didn't encourage you to do it. You should go live. You really should. You should do it. It's not as bad as what you have built up in your mind. And I promise the more that you do it, the easier it will get. Yeah. Andrea, I'm going to be honest. I don't even apologize for it. People say, can you hand tie a bow? The answer is yes, I can. I choose not to hand tie a bow, and I'm okay with that. There's no shame in that. I worked over 22 years with patients in dentistry. My hands are tired. They're tired. And, you know, doing this, they need to last me. They need to work. So I could force myself to hand tie all these bows and do all the things, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. So that's what I tell everybody. You do what you've got to do, and listen, no matter what you do, people's going to talk and have an opinion, so don't worry about it. You got to make your hands last, friends. Make your hands last. I'm going to do one more of these down here. One more right in here. And guys, that's almost so short that I need my steel pick machine, but I'm not going to get it out for this one. I'm going to try my best to engage in the grapevine and not have to pull it out. I really like this. Are you guys liking this design? I know that it's really simple, it's really classy, but do you guys like, yeah, amen, preach. I'm not sorry, I make my bows with a bow maker. Hello, my name is Misty with Little Luxuries, and I use a bow maker. And I have no shame in it. You shouldn't either. Work smarter, not harder. That's right. You love your bow maker because your hands fall asleep a lot. Thank you, guys. I think it's really pretty, too. I'm going to put another piece in up here. Another piece in up here, and I'm going to have to make that one a little bit longer. So I might take some of these off. Did y'all see what I did? That's a trick I always do too. You can tear some of this off if you need more of a stem. Just saying. Yeah, we're going to put that right there. You're loving the design. Thank you so much. Hello, Kimberly. All right. Like I said, I've been wanting to use this ribbon. And guys, this is more my jam. When you see this right here, this is something that I would put on my double doors. I like a really classy, I got a puzzle piece. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh, I didn't get it. Whew. Second time's a charm. This is something I would have at my house. I really like classy, traditional looking. I'm really into that. So this is something I would have on my door. So I'm kind of in my zone designing this, to be honest with you. I really like this one. And I'm going to be listing this, my ETSY, which there's info right, I'm so bad at this, right there if you're on TikTok, to my ETSY. But, hello, Poinsett. Hello, girl. How are you? How you doing? We're making a classic, traditional Christmas design here and just chit-chatting it up. Let me see if I want to add anything else or if I want to stop. And you know what? I got this little guy right here. Nah, I like using him. Look, let me step back. I know that it's simple, but I want it to be simple. I'm kind of really pleased with it. I'm going to do a couple more of the reds now that I've stepped back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. I knew when I was making this, I'm like, it's going to be a simple one, y'all. But that's not always a bad thing. Y'all realize that? Simple is not a bad thing. lower my table down because I am short. I have short girl problems. Those of you who are going to see me soon, you're going to realize I'm a short little thing. All right, I like that right there. I do, and I'm going to go and put one more down here somewhere at the bottom, just to break that up a little bit. Yes, yes, yes to all of that, friends. Yes, yes, yes to every bit of that. I am digging this. And you know what? I don't think I need a whole lot more. I'm going to pull over a berry, but I really don't know. I really don't know that I want to add any berries to this. And I kind of did a frosted look. Let me just look. Let me just see what I think. Y'all know how we are as wreath makers. We're forever adding, right? Let me see. I might be adding that. Do y'all like that berry in there? Do y'all like those little berries? What you think? It's a hint of berry right there. And they're kind of frosted. I did that on purpose. I didn't do the bright red because I wanted to kind of tie into the hues of gold. Well, hello. Thank you so much, Barb. I appreciate you being here. Do you guys like that little touch of the berries? Hello. Speak to me. What is your opinion? Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. Angela, is that yes, ma'am to the berries? You like them. Let's tear some off. Let's just see. Let's see what we're thinking. You like it. I don't have to commit with glue. I'll just kind of place them and see in a few little places. Then I can always go back. You're the boss! Well, in total transparency, Kim, you know, most of the time I ask you and then I end up doing what I want to do with it anyway, don't I? That's just the truth of it. You know, you could do like a gold berry. I'm not going to do that because this is a lot of red. You could have pulled with a gold berry. You think it could use much more? Yeah, Sheila, we could continue to add. But let me tell you what I said just in the beginning. I want this to be super simple. A very classic, simple look. So I could load this wreath down with a million more things. But then, Sheila, then it's not simple. And so some of my buyers that I know, because I know who my ideal customers are, they want really simple, classic. They don't want all the bells and whistles. They don't want all the stuff that some of us like in our wreaths. They don't want that. They want something that is just simple. So as much as I could add to it, I kind of know what my customers want, so I won't add too much to it. But I see where you're going with that. You can certainly add a lot more. And if that was where I was going with that, and I wasn't sure, or that's what my customers wanted, I would. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I like it too. But yeah, we could go on for, as wreath makers, you guys know, you do it too. You could continue to add and add and add and add. So it does give it a little bit more dimension. I did ask Sheila, and so I'm giving you a response on there, Sunshine. Yep, you could add a lot more. I ask, and I appreciate your feedback, but I'm just telling you why I'm not doing it. All right. Definitely going to keep the berries in here. I'm with you guys for sure. For sure. Gonna do that. Even on spaces where you don't think people will see, I'm gonna place. That brings up a good point. You should always know who your customers are, and you should know what they want. You should know that in your business, what people want from you. It will help you tremendously if you do. Otherwise, you're just making stuff and you don't know who you're making it for. Yeah, I like those berries. I definitely like those berries for more textures. Like it, like it. Hopefully I don't slam them down and break them. That wouldn't be good, would it? Simple elegance is beautiful. Kim, I agree. And that's my style as well. And trust me, I think that over-the-top wreaths are gorgeous too. I know there are customers who want that. I totally get that 100%. This right here is more my style as a homeowner, personally for me. There are some people who want over-the-top. They want all kinds of stuff in there. And that's fine. Can you imagine how boring it would be if we were all the same and had the same style? I personally don't want big wreaths. Now, notice I put that behind the bow too, because if I'm standing here, I can see right there, and I want to make sure that I've got stuff in it to the side, so that if a guest was up at my door, they would see that too. So, all right, continuing on. Some of my friends make over-the-top wreaths. And what I mean by over-the-top, big attachments, lots of ornaments, lots of things in it, and that is fantastic. I don't do too much of that. Every now and then I do, but that's just not my customer base. That's just not my customer base. That's why I have a doormat that says go away. I get it. Oh, I totally get it. 100% feel that. Let me just tell you. I do like these guys. I am going to keep them. And then, what do you know? I've got 2 more of these little things left. So I might as well use them. I'm tickled at that. Your doormat. Woo. All right. I'm concentrating. Can you guys tell I got quiet? That, and I need my coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, friends. Love it, love it. Thank you so much. I will go back. I will glue those in. This turned out beautiful. It really turned out beautiful. I'm very pleased with it. Thanks, Barb. I like the berries too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for all the likes, for the shares, for the new follows, for being here with me. Guys, I'm so excited. Now, let me think about this. I actually think, not this Thursday. Am I here Thursday? I think I'm leaving. I have to look at a calendar. I arrive in Mississippi on Thursday. I think that's next Thursday, isn't it? Somebody do the math for me. So I don't know that I'll be live because I'm going to be going to Mississippi next week. Yep, I'll be traveling. So I'll try to pop on maybe and do an impromptu live. But I will be in Golden, Mississippi next Thursday, Lord willing. So I won't be here. I'll be on the road traveling. So you guys, please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I'm excited to be at TMI Gifts. I will be going live from there. I'll be seeing a lot of your faces there in person. I can't wait. I'll be doing a kit with you on that Sunday at the virtual event. So I'm so excited about that. Thank you guys that have already got your kits. I appreciate that so much. So we are going to get off of my live. I see next that Claudia tells me that Connie is going live next. All right, so make sure, is it right now, Claudia? Feel free, if you've got the info, tell me the time. Go ahead and put the comment in before I get off of here. And you guys can go and watch Miss Connie. We all know and love her. She's phenomenal and one of my dear friends. So go ahead, catch Connie live. She's right here. Look, I'm going to pin her right now. Connie's Constantly Changing Crafts, my sweet dear friend. Go after my live right now. Go over there to her page. Let's show her some love. She'll be designing, okay? And then after that, Claudia with Claudia's Door Decor comes up. So there's quite a lineup today that you can watch. So go watch Connie, and then after Connie, you can see Claudia's Door Decor. So I'll see you guys over there with Miss Connie. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.